This man was a hypocrite. In my honest opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind.
What up, y'all? Hey, welcome to the Ola and This podcast with your boys. Good? What up, Ola?
What's good, Is?
My man. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. That's a long day's work, but right. I'm ready for the people. We had a great event this past weekend, had around the table, at the Epic Center. It was a wonderful event.
Yeah, had a nice table talk, man,
yes,
on
indeed.
This past Saturday about fathers and Father's Day and just being men and fathers and the journey we face as men.
Yeah. Had some good discussions on the table, relationships and, really what it means to be a man and the importance of fatherhood. I think it was real good talk. Y'all got to check out some of the clips.
Yeah.
Great event.
Okay. Yeah, I think two things I would take from that is, one, you got to know thyself. Because you really got to, when you choose a partner, you really got to know what type of person you are, what you enjoy, what you don't like. And number two is you got to know who you engage with.
Oh, man. That's the challenge right there.
Man, bro. I wasn't even great 6 months ago. I'm like, I'm looking at
that thing coming in, right?
I'm like light-skinned bald Jesus over here, man. Which one's crazy, man, but
hey, I hear you, man.
But before we start, what we need to do?
Hey, as always, people need y'all to need y'all to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're aware of all of our latest updates. And then go ahead and like this. Drop a comment below. Let's keep it going.
Man, I think so. It's funny. We're about to get into this topic, man, about Vivica Fox. I'm letting my man bring us in. But, before we dive into that, what do you think the biggest struggles you think when it comes to dating this day and age?
I think the biggest thing now is really getting to know people on a one-to-one basis, right? We've been so far removed from that where we rely on either hearsay or someone else's friend. I saw, on a couple of my friends' feeds, females, right? It seems like every time something went wrong in their dating life, it was posted to Facebook. And I was just like, damn, that's where we're at right now, where it's not just their homegirls that they're talking to. They're talking to the world about their failed relationships or their missteps or mishaps in relationships. So I think that's one of the biggest difficulties that's already toppled onto everything else that we've already had that was challenging, is now you're dealing with the world when you're dealing with one person, right? It's like, hey, do you got Instagram? Hey, do you got Facebook? That's where we're dealing with now versus just that one-to-one.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's trying to put on,
Yeah, it's crazy. I seen on Netflix the other day, right? I was doing some work. And I said, let me watch something real quick. And because I had gotten to this moment where I began to feel as though there was not good people in this world anymore. Like good, wholesome
And I know you. That's not a thing.
Man, bro. Homie, I know that's the thing. Yeah. I see the good in anybody.
Yeah.
And I started feeling like it started affecting me because I started thinking that no one was good out here anymore. You know what I mean? And what I was doing was I was just, whatever reason, and I watched this movie called Wonder on Netflix. It's about a kid who, I don't know if it's a true story or not, it's about a kid who was born, he had to do 27 surgeries by the time he was 14 to restructure his face. But the whole show was he was homeschooled, and when he went to school, they were like, look, it's first day of 6th grade or 5th grade, you need to go, everyone's new, you need to start. And so he went and he was bullied until finally some kids decided to say, dang, man, he seems like to be a cool kid, but nobody giving him a chance. And he had to fight through it. And long story short, what it did was through him being, they kept saying you had a higher calling. And by him being him, he started building relationships with different people and kids. And by the end of the movie, he had genuine friends because he was genuine and pure. And I was like, damn, yo, I needed to see this because I need to be reminded sometimes that it's not all about the toxicity of social media and the toxicity of about certain relationships. Yeah. There are good people out here, and sometimes the people that are right next to you are good, but we don't take the time to get to know them, right? That's a good point. So that's just, I don't know where I kind of went with that because it goes back to like relationships, man. If you're going to get into a relationship, I think sometimes you got to know where you're at in life. And you got to take the time to know where that other person is at and be able to recognize those signs. Yeah. And really, like, because when you like somebody or you engage or you're entertained by somebody, you will easily overlook those signs.
You'll forgo those signs with ease, man. It's just like, oh, man, I feel so happy. I feel so great with this person. I can just overlook all the flags. Like, man, I feel so. Next thing you know, man, you're up here in a world of hell, a world of pain, you know?
Yo, for real. You're like, why? And then 1 year seems like 30. And you're like, bro, how long we been together?
Right.
6 months? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I'm telling you, it never, like, you know, you ever see those ones when they be like, I don't know, have you ever done the dating site thing?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't do a site. I did an actual speed dating session.
Oh, okay.
You actually go... So it was at the Club Park, right?
Okay.
You go to the session and there's just a table of folks, and then you guys just do the speed dating session. It was a good experience.
Well, but there's a reason I'm asking you that. Okay. Is one of the questions you ever asked, what's your longest relationship?
So that may have been posed to me.
Okay.
I didn't ask.
Okay, so check it out. If you go on the dating site websites, right, they'll be like, they'll be like longest relationship, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, right? Yeah. And it's kind of like it always stands out to me because when I go to put it, I'm like 1 year, 2 years, longest relationship, you know what I mean? Right. And I just think to myself, like, if your longest relationship was 10 years, were you either in it because you hate it, you just didn't know how to get out of it, or were you like, he just got tired of you, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to look at it because a lot of times people will look at the long-term relationships that you had is like a good thing, like wow, you were with someone that long. But really, to your point, it's like, wow, you stuck it out for 10 years. What happened?
Yeah, like what happened? And then if you look at the relationships that was 3 years the longest, right. and if I see it's a female, I'm like, red flags. Man,
you on to something new. I never thought about it that way because typically you're like, man, you would look for someone that's been in long terms, but really, would you? Like, if someone was in something for 20 years and then they got out,
is that
it can go either way. It can be on either end of that thing.
Why did they get out? Now, if they got out because, we was thinking about the table talk, and since one female young lady's point was like,
domestic abuse.
Yeah, domestic abuse. Right. And I can understand that getting out of that. But then it's like, dang, if you stuck in that for 20 years or 10 years of the abuse, how are you coming out of that situation? Yeah. It goes back to this. It goes back to, you know what I'm saying? You got to know where you're at.
Right.
And you got to know where that other person's at. You know what I'm saying? Because... Look, I think there's but the first thing when a female tell me her longest relationship is 2 years, I'm like, baby, this is about to be fun. That's it. We ain't even need to take this serious. Because if you 35 and your longest relationship is 16 months, I'm just like, yo, nothing against you. I ain't mad at you. Maybe it's your time. And maybe...
What are you looking for at this stage, this point?
A partner.
Yeah.
And when I say a partner, I want someone that's going to be fun. Yeah. That's not intimidated by who and what I am.
Yeah.
That likes to travel.
Yeah.
Going to let me go shopping.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like you just spoke it into existence.
I hope so, girlfriend.
I feel like you just spoke.
And I'm taking applications.
Oh, you know,
if you got a friend.
Okay.
I'm good.
We'll be all.
And I don't discriminate. I'm not against different nationalities. Then you know that too.
Okay. Vivica's going to stick around. She's laying down the law. We got some.
Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
First, I mean, Vivica Fox has been in the entertainment industry for a long time. Very well-known actress, very attractive black woman. I would say. Okay. I'm gonna be very.
She's holding on well.
She's not, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now, obviously, people age. Right? We all understand that. But to my earlier point about how we deal in the internet now, right? A lot of our influence of how we conduct ourselves is based on everyone else's opinion. Right? And that's heavy in our culture now, in all cultures now, right? And I say that to say that Vivica Fox, while previously was very attractive in my opinion, has been influenced to modify her image to look in a way that to me is not as attractive as it was, right? And that brings us to who Vivica Fox is today, who's a 60-year-old woman who is saying that now she wants to seek a relationship. She's open to different cultures. She wants to be somewhat, catered to, shopping, yada, 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 spoil me, all these things that you typically would hear from a younger woman. Right?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I had to.
Go ahead.
I kept thinking about listening to her criteria. I'm like, shorty, you're 60. Like, that's your criteria?
Wait, does that mean that she can't have a criteria?
I know I'm not saying that. But yo, I guarantee you, if you would fast forward back to 30-year-old Vivica, 20-year-old Vivica, 40-year-old Vivica, to 60-year-old Vivica, it's the same criteria.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like someone that lets me go shopping. All right. Like that shouldn't even be something you put out there. Like if you're really looking for a husband, you know what I'm saying? At 60.
So you would think that and that's the thing.
Come on, baby.
At 60, you would think that her understanding of life, understanding of relationships would be a little bit more in depth than shopping.
Like, or drags to travel. I mean, I'm not saying at 60 that shouldn't be the thing, but I put it like this: if you're talking about it and you're like your criteria, not saying nothing is wrong with that. There's nothing.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying if you're gonna put it out there for your criteria and you're gonna say I'm taking resumes or I'm taking what did she say? I'm taking applications.
Applications.
I'm like, at least say, look, I want a man that's gonna spoil me and treat me right. Not even spoil me, that's gonna cater to me and treat me right. Protect me. Right. That's gonna, this and that. Someone that I can spoil. I want a man that I can spoil, right? You know what I'm saying? That I can do those things too. And then you think about it, it's like it's the same old thing, bro. It's like it's here we go, right? Like in your mind, a lot of y'all probably like, man, listen, man, y'all tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, man. We're not critiquing Vivica, because Vivica is just one woman.
Yeah.
What we critiquing, in my opinion, I could be wrong, is women that are 60 that talk like this, right? And wonder why they can't find a husband.
I wouldn't even say, not to cut you, I wouldn't even say age 60. I would just say it's a mentality, right? Because like you said, that same Vivica at 30 may have had the exact same thought process, which is pretty sad that it hasn't matured at 60.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the mindset.
It's the mindset. And it's a mindset that's shared by a lot of women that, hey, as long as I can just put out my demands, that's going to be attractive to a woman.
And it's so crazy because, the person she's talking to, she don't want to say, girl, she don't even, in her mind, she don't think nothing's wrong with it. No. They're just laughing and kikiing and laughing.
Like that's cool.
But then you look at it like this. Let's say she finds a man that she really likes her, right? First of all, I don't see her finding a superstar or a movie star that's going to take her.
Young boy. Young boy.
She want a young boy. That's what she want, bro. She want a hot young. That's what she wants. She want a young guy. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, she's not looking for a husband. She looking for somebody
like a fun boy.
Yeah, she gonna look for somebody that she can tell him what she want. You know what I'm saying? Just accept what I do. You know what I'm saying? Let me go about my business.
Exactly.
And you just accept it, right?
Yeah, and just roll with it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she just wants somebody in life. I think what she did was she labeled it wrong.
How you think?
I'm just saying.
How you think she should put it?
I think she said she looking for a husband, right?
Yeah.
But I think what she looking for a fun toy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody who she can date.
Yeah.
Right.
So she can
on
be
occasion.
A sugar mama too, maybe.
Yeah. So she could be. But they can go on dates. She looking for a friend. Yeah. That's what I think she wants. You know what I'm saying?
That's
maybe
true.
not. Like she wants somebody that when she wants to have dinner, they can have dinner.
True.
When they're spending time. When she wants to go do it, she wants to go traveling. She wants to go do that stuff, right?
She can just do it.
She could do it. You know what I'm saying? Or Maybe she is looking for a husband and she's looking for someone who's retired. You know what I'm saying?
But then you gotta, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Here's the money question, right?
All right.
That I believe is always overlooked when we come to these crossroads of what people seek in a relationship. What does a man see in a 6-year-old woman like Vivica that has put out this criteria of a relationship? What would a retired guy see in a Vivica?
Well, I
Because
think,
like you said, there's not some big shot going for Vivica right now. What would a retired?
it ain't no big shots, dog. This industry jacked up. They know what's been going down. My man fifth and had her. I don't want nothing after fifth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And 50 is younger than her.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. This is the thing. You know, when you ask that question, right? It's one of the things. It's like when I see her, I see somebody that, like 20 years ago. Shoot, 20 years ago, I looked. You know what I'm saying? But 20 years ago, I was on Vivica. You know, it's like, bro, what?
She's
Vivica,
bad.
man, she bad, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not against. I just think what she needs to do is she honest. And at that age right there, let's be honest, right? She can get. I'm gonna say this. What she need a 50, 60, 70-year-old husband or a guy who, when they were younger, fantasized about her.
Okay.
And now he's willing to say that, yeah, I might got an older Vivica, but I got my crush. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and you could be on to something, but we've seen this story before where the guy at the younger age that had the crush on the hot chick later on gained weight or changed her look or is not as sought after, and now is kind of accepting to that guy. And now you're kind of like, what level of simpage do you have to be to go with someone like her at this stage and be okay with it and be comfortable?
Homie, that's what I was gonna kind of go. But you know, that
beta.
But that's my point. Like women think it like, and I'm not saying that she won't find anybody, right? You know what I'm saying? But this is how it gets now. I put my resume out there. It doesn't matter nationality. You know why? It's because you can't narrow it to black men only.
You can't.
You can get your Asian dude, dog. He's cool with it.
She's like, look, guys, I'm not trying to narrow it down to just the black guys, okay? It could be anybody.
It could be anybody, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's so funny how that cycle is, bro. It's like, have fun. Yeah. Now I'm 60. I still want to have fun, but take me as I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
man, the relationship game it's a cold world. It's definitely a cold world. It's I'm not going to by any means say that it's easy, right? And you know, no shade to Vivica. She's just one of millions of women that are in the exact same mentality that, hey, look, I've been told that at any point I can get whatever I want, right? And so if you move about life thinking that way, then there's only certain outcomes that you're going to get. Right? Like you can go in there and expecting that if you just do nothing, you can get everything. You're gonna get what you deserve.
You know what the curse. You know what the curse is? The DMs, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I'm thinking? Yo, as soon as she put that out there, yo, everybody on Instagram DMing. Everybody hit DM. So here she go, right? What I think is she needed an ego boost. She needed to be reminded of that she's still attractive.
Yeah.
She still is, because I don't think that what she's looking for is a husband. Yeah. I think what she's looking for is attention. Right?
That could be it too.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it, bro. I want somebody that I'm taking
resumes.
I'm taking resumes, right?
Yeah.
You know, applications.
Yeah.
Bro, why you taking applications?
Right.
Why not just specify what you're looking for and be patient? Excuse me, while you get that. Yeah. Nah. That's
straight attention right
that's
there.
social media, dog. That's social media, man. Listen.
So you think the DMs are popping right now for her?
What? Man, Vivica getting tore up on the DMs. No, she don't know where to stop. You know, she ain't got that. Bro, listen, man.
You might be on to something. I mean, that
on a
might be
scale
what
of
you're
1 to
looking
10 of
for.
Vivica being serious about looking for a husband, I give her a -5. I give Vivica a -5, baby.
She's not even in the positive range.
Man, you ain't even looking for no husband. Let's be honest with you, right? Look, go back to one of them joints, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, because you 60 don't mean you don't want that back toe up.
Didn't marry me for my cooking. got that right, baby. That's why we got little Junior over there. Bang, 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 daddy, bang, bang. Must you and
Like, bro.
That's what I said, man. Yeah, all she looking for, yeah.
Cause
might be
yo,
them cheeks
listen,
getting clapped.
yo, listen, bro. Listen, man. Listen. People are like, oh, you tripping, homie. If you ain't had your back broke out in a while, female wise, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? If a female ain't had her back broke out in a while, and she start feeling herself a little bit, right?
yeah.
She want that moment, MILFs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can give you that. I can almost see the same in someone like, T. Mowry, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can kind of see the same thing. It's kind of like, throwing out the little photos where she like scantily clad type of thing. Just want a little bit of attention.
that's all they
you know
want, a
what
little
I'm
bit of
saying?
attention, man. Listen, on a scale of 1 to getting attention, I give you a 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 up.
Yeah.
But as far as being serious about wanting a husband, fellas, don't play yourself. She is not looking for a husband.
Not at all.
You about to get trapped, bro. You gonna fall in love, she gonna kick you to the curb, and she gonna do it 5 more years from now.
For sure.
You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? Hey, Ola.
Hey.
What you think, baby?
Hey, that's all I got, man.